All right, let's hit the field.
It is Sunday, May 4th. May the 4th be with you. And the Yankees were taking on the Rays in Game 3, the rubber game, of a 3-game set. Will Warren on the mound looking to deliver the series win for New York. My recap, your reactions coming up next. This is Pinstripe Territory.
Just wanted to talk, that's all.
Wow. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. Today was one of those games where I think, honestly, the rain out probably would have been for the best. Sloppy, ugly weather, sloppy, ugly baseball from your New York Yankees. And with that, the Yankees have dropped 2 out of 3 to the Tampa Bay Rays. And they're getting ready to play one of the top 3 or 4 teams in all of baseball, the San Diego Padres. So things not looking up. Yankees out hit today 16-8. They did have a little bit of a late rally. They scored 5 runs in the final 4 innings, but they came up a couple of runs short. And today is one of those days where I really feel necessary to break out the rant camp.
Son of a bitch.
I genuinely hate my life when Will Warren pitches. I genuinely can't stand to watch baseball when he is on the mound. When I'm 85 years old and I'm on my deathbed and I'm begging God for a few more hours to soak in whatever all of this is, I'm going to think back to today, May 4th, 2025, as a day where I utterly wasted about 3 hours of my life watching this man pitch. Is this really the best pitching prospect that we can produce right now? Is this really the best fruits of this multi-million-dollar farm system that the Yankees have been working to revamp and redevelop for the past couple of decades, it seems? I'll tell you what, I've watched almost every Yankees game since about 1991. And I've been thinking about a lot of them as I work on my book. And there's just some guys that I hated to watch pitch, that I just dreaded when I saw their name on the probable starters listing for that day's matchup. Jarrett Wright was one of them. Kei Agawa, Jeff Weaver, Carl Pavano, although that's mostly because he didn't pitch forever and he was kind of milking the Yankees. Well, add Will Warren to that list. The guy is doo. How has this guy ever made a top prospect list? I don't get it. I don't get it. He's batting practice. He gets pounded more than a porn star. He is awful. Every game is it's like a hostage situation. You just want it to end quickly and hope nobody gets hurt. My goodness. Can we please get Cam Schlittler up here or Ben Hess? Give me Bryce Cunningham. Literally anyone else. Can we go out and sign Lance Lynn maybe? I mean, anything other than watching this guy take the mound every 5 days. And Carlos Carrasco isn't much better. And he pitched in relief today, but 40% of this rotation is trash. Just absolutely not acceptable for a team that thinks they have playoff and maybe even World Series aspirations. At this point, I'm open to a position player in the spot in his rotation. What is Joey Gallo doing? I heard he is trying to come back as a pitcher, right? I mean, he can't be any worse than Will Warren. He can't be. Not possible. Get this man back in the minor leagues ASAP. And then we had Jeff Nelson, who I genuinely like as a color guy, saying, look, we're trying to pick out positives. He had a career best 8 strikeouts. Well, yeah, he also gave up 7 hits and 5 runs. 3 of them were earned, 2 of them were unearned. Yankees played some sloppy defense. But he put you in a 5-0 hole against one of the worst offenses in baseball. Not acceptable. Not a prospect. The pitching has been atrocious. Taylor Walls came into this game hitting 150. He got 4 hits today. 4 hits. And he's still not hitting 200. Ben Rortvedt is hitting 077. I'm surprised he didn't get 5 hits and hit 3 home runs. Pitiful pitching today, and corrective action needs to be taken. Whether it's Will Warren going to AAA or being traded. I don't want him in the rotation anymore. We got to get somebody else. Try something else.
Son of a bitch.
Yankees now 19-15, still in first place somehow. But with pitching like this, I don't think you can count on that for very long. Been a tough couple of days to be a Yankees fan. You know what they need? They need a ninth inning comeback. They need a walk-off home run. They need to play like crap for 8 innings and then turn it around with one of these youngsters that everybody's pulling for, like J.C. Escara hitting a home run or something. I remember back it was 2009 when Francisco Cervelli hit a big home run. The Yankees had been scuffling. They'd, had some difficulty. He hit a big home run in Atlanta, and it took a weight off of everybody's back, and everybody seemed to lighten up and play better after that. I saw a stat yesterday that I couldn't believe, but it's true. It has been 955 days since the Yankees last hit a walk-off home run. I'll give you a second to try and figure out who it was. Can you name it off the top of your head? Can you name it? I'll give you a hint. It was the night Aaron Judge hit his 60th home run against the Pirates. Got it yet? Giancarlo Stanton, September 21st, 2022. 955 days. We've had 2 Spider-Man reboots since that home run. Taylor Swift has released like 4 albums and dated half the NFL. 955 days is almost as long as the entire JFK administration. There are babies who have been conceived and born since the Yankees last hit a walk-off home run. Gentlemen, it is time to give your fans what they need. We're going to do a regular voicemail show tomorrow. I've got Kyle Glazer. We're recording with him tonight, and I'll air that in the morning, and we'll preview the Padres series. So call in with your thoughts on this series, 718-899-1068. Let's talk about Volpe. In case you missed it, there obviously is some news on Volpe. He had an MRI yesterday. It came back clean. He was out of the lineup today. He didn't even come in to pinch hit or play defense. So it tells you the shoulder was not feeling great. And as polarizing as Volpe is as a player, the Yankees really don't have a lot of depth at the shortstop position. Oswald Peraza came in today to play shortstop. He did make an error. He did have a base hit, and he walked. I know a lot of people are on the train of, let's give Peraza, an extended chance. He's had 2 chances to win a job in spring training. A couple of years ago at shortstop and then this year at third base. And both times he didn't hit. I'm just not convinced he can hit with regularity major league pitching. We traded Trey Sweeney away. He's with the Tigers now, also struggling a bit. I think he's hitting about 206. George Lombard Jr., not ready. He's a ways away, but tearing up the minor league system. Could get here quicker than, expected, but still not ready yet. So hopefully Volpe's not out for too long because right now we need him.
All right, let's go. Let's get it going.
And guys, would you stop with the Trevor Bauer stuff? Trevor Bauer's career is over. It ended the moment he punched a woman in the face. Trevor Bauer will never play Major League Baseball again. Think of how many teams need pitching and how he's willing to pitch for basically the league minimum. The fact that they're not doing it tells you that teams don't want the headache, and they probably know things that maybe haven't made it public that, if they came out, would not be good for the reputation of the team. So they're just avoiding it. Stop with the Trevor Bauer stuff. Come on. He's done. Anyway, this one was just ugly to the bone. I'm not going to spend a ton of time on the recap. Rays took the lead in the second. They went up 2-0 on a home run by Aranda. He had a good day. He was one of those guys we told you to watch for in the series preview. And Warren, folded like a cheap suit. Before you knew it, it was 5-0. He was done after 4 2/3 innings, 7 hits, 4 runs, 3 of them earned because of some poor defense, but hitting way too many bats. ERA 5.65. We simply cannot keep running 40% of the rotation out there as complete stiffs. Carrasco and Warren are stiffs. Bellinger went deep in the 6th to cut the lead to 5-2. You just hope that that's, part of the beginning for him. He got a couple of hits in Baltimore. I thought maybe he was starting to turn it around. You can't raise your average from, 190 to 250, 260 overnight. So, it looks bad, but hopefully just a few hits like that get him going on a hot streak. 200th career home run, 4th home run of the season. Judge double in the 8th inning. That kept the hitting streak alive. It is now 14 games, extended his on-base streak to 30 games. He went 1 for 5, though, averaged down to 423. Wow. 423 after a 1 for 5 game. Tells you how good he's been. He came around to score on a base hit by Goldie Knox, who is still raking. He was 1 for 3 with a walk. He's hitting 349, 878 OPS. Dominguez just missed a 3-run home run, ripped it off the right field wall. He also got robbed of a potential double, at least a base hit from the right side. He hit 107 off the bat. But, I mean, these major leaguers, they can pick it, and they turned it into a double play. But Yankees brought the tying run to the plate in the 8th inning. Unfortunately, they sent a literal Uber driver to the plate. He bounced into a 1-2-3 double play. Vivas got his first big league hit, a 2-run knock. Congrats to him. Weird thing is that they pinch hit Ben Rice for Oswaldo Cabrera when they could have hit him for J.C. Escarra and kept Cabrera in the game and not broken their defense. They also had Austin Wells available. You know, it's just a weird decision from Boone there. I want to hear more about that. But anyway, we do have an award for today that I want to hand out.
Bum, you know that.
Bum of the day.
My bum is on the
Yankees. Will Warren, your bum of the day, who I reiterate is not a big league pitcher. I do not care about his stuff plus. To all the nerds out there who love stuff plus. How about stuff period? How about stuff him in a cab and ship him back to Scranton? Every time we run him out there, it's like waving the white flag of surrender. Bum of the day, Will Warren. Anyway, tough day for the Yankees. Let's talk about the series. So Max Fried pitched pretty well on Friday. Well, not pretty well. He was great on Friday night. He is 6-0 with a 1.01 ERA. He's going to pitch again. They just announced this, so you won't see it on my next screen. I have it still as TBD, but he's going to pitch again on Wednesday against the Padres. Yankees only had 6 hits in that game, but the Rays only had 1. Paul Goldschmidt smashed a 3-run home run in that game. Continues to hit well. That was his second day in a row with a home run. We had the Major League debut this series of Yorbit Vivas. What have we seen from Vivas so far? We've seen patience at the plate. He's definitely got a good eye. We've seen... sorry, I got something on my lips. We've seen, his first big league hit, and we've seen a helmet that's quite frankly far too big. He needs a smaller helmet. Every time he takes a big hack, the helmet comes flying off. Anyway, yesterday obviously not good. Aside from another home run from Judge, offense didn't do a whole lot. Wells went deep. Ben Rice, Paul Goldschmidt, Anthony Volpe, Jason Dominguez, Oswaldo Cabrera, and Yorbit Vivas win a combined 0 for 18. That's not going to get it done. Judge, by the way, getting an enormous amount of hits. Even with the 1 hit today, he's still on pace for probably close to the record. Before the game, he was on pace for 264, I checked, which would have put him 2 ahead of Ichiro, who had 262 in 2004. Wouldn't that be crazy if he broke the batting average record, the home run record, and the hits record all in the same season? And then goes 1 for 26 in the playoffs. We had another error late in the game by Volpe yesterday. Then he got hurt. Sounds like he's going to be fine, but day-to-day. And then bullpen blew the lead. Mark Leiter continues to be trash. And then today, obviously, just a total bust of a game. So let's preview the Padres. Rainy forecast, but they are a very, very dangerous team. Game 1 is Rodon versus Pivetta, who signed a 4-year, $55 million contract this winter, and he's living up to the price. He is 5-1 with a 1.78 ERA in 6 starts. Rodon has looked better in his last 3 outings, looking more confident, mixing his pitches well. Jackson Merrill out right now, but could be back, maybe even comes back this series. Clark Schmidt versus Michael King in Game 2. King, a former Yankee, obviously traded in the Trent Grisham deal. We're not going to call it the Soto deal. We're called the Trent Grisham deal now. And you know what? He is going to be fired up. He's off to a great start. 4-1, 2.09 ERA. Wednesday, it's Max Fried versus Dylan Cease. I have it as Pivetta King and TBD, but they announced it after I created the screen. So I'll just go ahead and update that real quick just so you guys can see it. In case you're watching on mute, which I don't blame you on a date like today. Just want to look at my pretty face, not necessarily hear my great voice. Fernando Tatis having an MVP caliber year. We're talking 340, 8 home runs, 1,000+ OPS, and it's not empty. He's been stealing bases, been making plays in right. He's playing with swagger. I watched the game with the Padres not too long ago. They look like a great team. And Tatis looks healthy and locked in. He's playing like the guy before the suspension and the injuries. So, he's going to give the Yankees fits, I'm sure. All right, so let's go ahead and hear from our sponsor. Then we'll be back. We've got a bunch of voicemails. We've got a bunch of comments.
Todd Father, I love the way that modern technology has changed the way that we buy, sell, trade cards, even rip packs. They're called slab packs, and they're on ArenaClub. No more shuffling through everything. The common cards are all over the place. Stuff's getting folded out and all messed up. ArenaClub keeps it nice and tight in your digital showroom. And then when you want that card and you want to show it off, what do? You just let ArenaClub know.
Let them know and grab it and take it with you. Show it off online. I think this is huge just because the fact that you talked about cutting the corners. You want to get a card that doesn't break or doesn't have a problem with it, go right to ArenaClub. They have everything you need. Easy money right there for really, really good, exceptional cards.
After your pulls are revealed, they'll immediately be placed in your vault for safekeeping or trading and selling. Right now, 20% off your first slab pack or card purchase by going to arenaclub.com/Val and use code FAL. That's arenaclub.com/Val, code FAL for 20% off your first purchase.
All right, over 600 in the chat. Let's get your comments in. We're going to play some voicemails here.
What's going on, Derek? Fifth inning here. Just watched Oswaldo swing at the first pitch and ground out to first to make it 2 outs, no one on, 5-0 Rays. And I'm a diehard fan, but this is one of those games that at that point I just have to turn the TV off. It really sucks, and I know it's not really the Yankees' fault to a degree. How many games, though, that they have blown because half their starting rotation got hurt and they had to keep throwing Carrasco and Warren and then Stroman when he comes back out there. It's really unfortunate. There's been a lot of blown games late combined with those starters where, listen, no team has it perfect, but if we have at least 4 out of our 5 starters that we were supposed to have not get hurt and we blow even half of the amount of games that we did late, the Yankees probably have the best record in baseball. But they're kind of, although they're doing good for American League standards, this team leaves a lot to be desired still. It's really frustrating to watch. But yeah, we'll see if they can come back here. But assuming everything continues to go how it is,
they didn't come back. Spoiler alert: they lost. Here's Mary Beth.
Hey, Derek, it's Mary Beth, and this game just stinks. It's a kind of game that I really hate to watch. Delayed by rain. It's going to rain the whole time. And now I'm just watching Dominguez not catch a ball that he should be catching.
Dominguez had a tough one out there in left field today. There was a shot all the way to the wall, and he seemed to kind of lose it, misjudge it a little bit. It probably should have been caught. He also made a nice catch on a play down near the left field corner that it looked like the wind might have backed it up a little bit, and he made it exciting, but he reeled it in. He hit the ball hard a couple of times today. I thought Dominguez was one of the positives today, honestly, one of the few positives.
Hey, Derek. Y'all talking about all these pitchers that the Yankees got in the minor league that's pitching good. Some are pitching real well. I don't care if they're in Double-A. They need to bring somebody up to take a chance. You can't do no worse than this motherfucker.
I think he can't do no worse than this motherfucker might have to get on the permanent soundboard.
He can't hit for nothing.
Yeah, I feel like Cam Schlittler could probably do every bit the job that Will Warren does. At least he throws strikes. The walks kill you, and and Warren just hits too many bats.
What's up, Derek? New York Gamer. It's currently the 6th inning, and I have a thought here. The Yankees' biggest rival isn't the Red Sox, Astros, or even the Mets. It's the damn Yankees themselves and their brain trust at the analytics department. We got Yorid Vivas rotting on the bench like a forgotten avocado while we keep trotting out Pablo Reyes, the human double play. So Will Warren, too, like a bag of baseballs, has more command than that dude. So I don't understand. The team is allergic to common sense. The front office is allergic to common sense, and it's making me physically ill. But luckily,
I appreciate it. Yeah, so I think I cut you off a little early, but the management has been odd the last couple of days. I mean, from bringing in Mark Leiter, which, I think maybe Devin Williams in that spot. Williams makes me feel more comfortable in the setup spot, at least in the 8th inning. I don't want to see Mark Leiter in a one-run game in the 8th inning. He's just too unreliable with the command. If you're going to go Leiter in that game, you go Leiter early and then Cruz, and then if you need Williams, or you go Cruz for 2 and try and pitch him through the 8th. But and then today, the weird pinch hitting situation, playing J.C. Escarra at third base, just bad management. And we got a call here from Milton about the manager.
All right, Derek, this is Milton from Texas. The Yankees, our team is going to win in spite of Boone. He is a clueless manager. I don't care. They're going to win. If they win, it's not because of Boone. When is he going to take Warren out? And let's not get so high up on Warren and Carrasco. They cannot be the starters. They cannot. They have to be like the 7th.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, got to take him out of the rotation. He did let Will Warren cook a little bit longer than probably should have. Went to Carrasco on a throw day basically. And got him some work out of the bullpen. Bullpen's kind of cooked right now. I mean, it might be time to get Reiselman up there. It might be time to, activate Loaizaga, here pretty soon. But not good.
Hi, Derek. This is Willie. The Yankees got to either trade for a pitcher or bring somebody up from the minor leagues and give somebody a chance, because Warren don't need to be doing nothing but being a fat boy.
Appreciate the call. All right, ladies and gentlemen, tough one, obviously. I appreciate everybody who came, even though it was a rough day. Please do check out the shop, NYYdesigns.shop. We added a couple more coffee mugs today. I drink a lot of coffee, and so I love the coffee mugs, and they make great, Father's Day gifts, Mother's Day gifts. If your mom's a Yankees fan, let me just pop up what we've got here. We added some new ones. We'll just take a look. All right, so this is the main site. If you just go down to Yankees-inspired coffee mugs, we got Schmidt Happens. Here. And then we've got, obviously, some Aaron Judge. This is a good one. We added our boy Jeter today. We added the Babe Ruth today. So if you like coffee and you're like me and you like to drink 4 or 5 cups of coffee a day, get you a couple of NYY Designs coffee mugs. We got the Martian. We got Dreamweaver Belly Bomb. Today's a good day for that. Might drink one out of my Belly Bomb today. And then, we got Volpe. We got the Mick. We got a bunch. We added some other stuff too. We added some zip-up hoodies. We added some new T-shirts. So go ahead and give it a look and tell me what you like. Tell me what you want. We'll try and add it. We're always building it out, trying to make the store even better. Again, Yankees fall in a tough one, and they drop 2 out of 3 to the Rays. I'll be back tomorrow morning. We'll have a voicemail show. Call in. We're going to have a preview with Kyle Glazer, and then we'll be live after the game tomorrow night if it doesn't rain. I'll catch you tomorrow midday.
Hey, while I've got you here, be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Pinstripe Territory is the official Yankees podcast of the Foul Territory Network. We are home to the #1 most watched MLB postgame show on YouTube since 2021. We're here after every Yankees game and for reactions to all the best news and rumors during the offseason. Be a part of the show by calling into the voicemail 718-899-1068. Try to keep it clean for me. And if you ever miss us on YouTube, be sure and subscribe on all your favorite podcast platforms. Go ahead and rate us 5 stars. It'll help other people find the show. Thanks for watching. See ya.